Well, good morning. This is a day I've been looking forward to for a long time. A lot of us here have been talking over the months ahead, trying to make sure that we get everyone to show up and do absolutely the best they can for vaccination. I was a little worried when we were driving in this morning to see a lot of protesters out there on the street. And I thought, geez, what could they say about vaccines? Well, in fact, what they were saying is they love vaccines. And they were encouraging us all here to make this support. And so organizations that have gathered that positive energy and support for this, like One and Save the Children, it's fantastic to see. We've heard from some great speakers this morning, people who are leading the way. The UK in terms of making increases. Norway is the most generous donor. And you'll hear from others later who are really pushing hard to come up with the resources to save these children. These are tough budget times, and so I know it takes a lot, but we're going to see the value of that in terms of what Gavi's able to achieve. This vaccine work is the biggest program for the Gates Foundation, and that's because it is so impactful. It's incredible value. It utterly changes a country to have the newest vaccines saving children's lives. And equally important, avoiding children getting sick so much that they never fully develop their mental and physical capacities. This actually goes back to the very beginning of our foundation. My wife, Melinda, and I found out about a disease called rotavirus that was killing 500,000 children a year. And we said, this is stunning. We'd never heard of it. And we looked into how much work was being done to solve this disease, to get a vaccine out to the poorest countries, and we found that there was very little. And so we knew that we'd found the cause, that we could take all the resources we were lucky enough to have and give them back to the world in an impactful way. And so it's a wonderful milestone to be here today, getting the pledges that will make sure that every child in the world can have that rotavirus vaccine. Now, Gavi is a great investment because it really gets into the countries and gets these new vaccines out there. In the last decade, that's been the case. In the decade ahead, we have these additional vaccines. And it's been a shame that in some cases, countries have applied to Gavi, but because of financial limitations, we haven't been able to approve their applications for the new vaccines. And so when we saw that a year ago, we said, we've got to rally around and make sure that doesn't happen again. And that's why we set a very ambitious goal for today's conference. A lot of people said, don't you understand? This is a tough time to be doing this. And we said, absolutely. But we knew that the facts were on our side. We also had great support from the vaccine manufacturers in terms of continuing to get the prices down. And so that makes all of this possible. We also have ambitious goals for getting vaccine coverage up. It's wonderful that it's up at 80%. But Gavi, working with key partners, in particular WHO and UNICEF, can get that even higher. And so today gives us resources that will go into that. So how do we look at the timeline? Well, going back to 2000, that's when Gavi was first established. Within 5 years, they had gotten hepatitis B, Haemophilus influenza, Hib, and yellow fever out to lots and lots of people. It's now that we're going to start to get the last two vaccines that rich kids take for granted, the pneumococcus and rotavirus, and over these next 5 years, get them out to every child everywhere. That means for the first time ever that we have equity in vaccines, that we don't take the poorest children who are actually the most susceptible to these diseases and the benefit of giving them the vaccine is the highest, and yet in the past they've been the ones who don't get it. And so it really is in the achievement of equity, this is a very important day. Now our foundation wants to do its part, and so I'm pleased to announce to you that we're pledging an additional $1 billion to... Thank you. All right, thank you. It's not every day we give away $1 billion, but for a cause like this, it's exciting to be doing it. So that'll be over the next 5 years. 50 million of that will be set aside for the kind of matching that you've heard about that the UK is also encouraging. And we have people like Lakeisha, who's already taking advantage of that match program with a generous gift they're giving. So we think that is a creative structure. Now you can look at this gift in terms of the money. You can look at it in terms of the 46 million children that will get these vaccines, or you can look at it at the 700,000 lives that will be saved, or the additional kids who, because they'll be healthy, will end up contributing so much more to the world. I also think that with the momentum we have here, that it will really spur on the great research going on to create new vaccines. We don't yet have a malaria vaccine, but there's a lot of great work going on. We have work going on for other diseases as well, and all the different scientists will see, based on what's being pledged today, that when they have those breakthroughs, the world is willing to step up and make sure that all the kids who need these vaccines will get them. Thank you.